Hello. Huskies back again with more Chicago Blackhawks GM mode, franchise mode commentary. Last video we had a very disappointing end to year 3. We were outed in the conference semifinals against the St. Louis Blues. They beat us 4-3. As you can see here, the Montreal Canadiens won the Stanley Cup. First time since 1994. Nope, not 1994. They lost in 94. 93 is when they won. Sorry. 94, the Rangers won against Vancouver. That's right. Alright, but as you can see, I mean, it would have been tough. Dallas is a good team. Dallas ended up beating St. Louis in 7. I'm broken up about the loss because we were 53. We were a good team. Very good team. St. Louis was a better team. That's just what happens. I'm surprised that Dallas beat them, but not really. It's St. Louis. They're not meant to go to the Stanley Cup. I don't entirely know what I want to do with the team right now. I mentioned the third line in last video with Vanek and alright, so we have the 24th pick. I don't really want to trade for anything right now, so we'll just submit my pick. Vanek and what's my right winger? Pasternak. I'm not the Penguins took an enforcer defenseman who's supposed to be a top. Yeah, okay. I made mention about maybe moving them, but I really don't need to. Top 4 defenseman? I'll take Bergquist. Swedish defenseman, I'm all about it. Oh, low top 4. That's not the best. But as long as their overalls don't change, I really don't see the point in moving them. The comment that was left on the last video, it was, they're a solid third line, and their morale didn't drop at all, despite playing well below their role. So I might just stick with them, to be honest. And if I sound a little weird, I'm trying a new mic setup. Since I got a new keyboard and there's no mic ports on the keyboard, and that's what I was using to record before. So I honestly think I found better now, but you might hear a little bit more background noise, like you might hear the controller thumbstick a bit more. We'll take Bogner, bottom 6 low, yeah. So we'll kind of play it by ear and see what's in free agency. If there's something I want to make a move for, I will, but I have to sign Panarin. Backup. He's a yeah. We'll take the Finnish defense or the Finnish goalie. Low backup. No, not bad. Bringing in the lows this draft. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for free agency because, like I said, I have to sign Panarin. Marcus Kruger's off the contract list finally. I just got an email. Alright, sorry about that. This is the last pick I'm going to make this draft, and it's going to be... He's 7th round, I don't want to take him. Let's see if we can find a gem here. Not really. Well, we'll take you. You have high league interest. AHL top 2, meh. Not the best draft, but we're not gonna... Oh, that guy had a picture? The last guy in the draft had a picture? Interesting. We're not building through the draft probably at any point throughout this entire GM mode. This is about winning pretty much every season. Yeah, let's see what we're working with here. Like I said, we have to sign Panarin, Hjalmarsson, Athanasiou, but he's an RFA. Same with Sprung, Schmaltz. So we have a lot of Kruger. He only wants 975, so we might sign Kruger. He can be a suitable 4th line center at that price if I have a spot for him. DePrincat's NHL ready. All right, so let's look at the list view and see what I'm working on. I have 21 million in cap space. I'm sure Panarin's gonna want more than 6. Panarin. All right, so one thing I want to look at. See, Anisimov is the guy that I would want to move off that 2nd line center spot, but he has such a good contract that I don't want to touch him. He makes 3.2 as an 86. Considering the other 86s I have make 5.5, 3.7, 4.1, I mean 3.5 for less. So, and that Teravainen deal, oh, that is so nice. Hopefully he gets a little boost this season and we see some growth. Sprong is looking pretty good. Did he play the entire season in the NHL? He did. He had 22 goals. So I think he'll be ready He'll be like an 84, 85, so he'll be a good... He might be a top 6 guy this season. I mean, he already was, but maybe he'll actually be a top 6. Let's see what Panarin wants. 8.5. Yeesh. Let's break out the handy dandy calculator. And so I was wrong in the last offseason video I did. I was doing an 80% trick. The 80% trick, as you saw, was not very effective, as nobody wanted to sign. It's actually 15% you take away from what they want. So just take the salary, the asking price, and multiply it by 0.85, and he should accept that offer. 7.2 is a lot, so I have $28 million wrapped up in 3 players. Taves, Kane, and Panarin. I mean, they've been amazing. I can't like not offer that deal. Just a matter of what Hjalmarsson wants. Hjalmarsson only wants 5.6. That's not bad because we can sign him for 4.7 or 4.8. Now he does want 3 years. Oh, he's gonna be 35. Yeah, let's give it to him because he'll sign that. So that's 12. So that puts us at 9 million cap space. With what do we have to sign? Athanasiou probably wants 3. Ooh, he doesn't. 2 million. What do you want for 5 years? 2.66. Oops. 2.65 times 0.85. Let's see if this works. 2.25. Oopsie. If I can lock him up at 2.25. Oop, nope, that's not enough. It should be. Nope, no, I was right there. There we go. I'm getting my numbers mixed up. He actually might not sign that because I don't know if it rounds up. What does Sprong want? Sprong wants 2.6. He does not really want a long-term deal, but he's gonna get one. Simply because these are too quality of forwards to just let pass by. And if I can get him for these prices, I'll give Schmaltz a two-year deal because I want to see what he turns into. Marcus Kruger wants very little. What are we looking at center-wise? Athanasiou, Schmaltz. Oops, sorry. Taves. Taves. Wow, they're both AA. Anisimov, Athanasiou. Athanasiou is a center? He's got 81 faceoffs? Oh, he's a perfect third-line center. Shit, Nick Schmaltz and Alex DeBrincat. Neither of them are fourth-line centers. Well, Nick Schmaltz is. So what I might end up doing is having Schmaltz playing that fourth line and turn DeBrincat into a winger because he's only got 65 faceoffs. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. Hopefully this doesn't mess with anything. Okay, cool. I think I'm going to let Kruger walk. Plus he's unhappy, so I don't think he wants to be here, and he's not getting enough ice time to warrant him being here. So I think I'm going to let him walk. Richard Panik, do you want a two-way deal? You do. Okay, so I'll sign you for two-way. Same with Forsling. Yep. I'm just going to go ahead and sign all these guys because they're two-way deals. I don't really care. Watch one of these guys sneak in not wanting a two-way. Don't have to sign you yet. Tanner Caro, you've done alright. This is mostly just so the game doesn't have to sign all these people for me at a later date. Alright, there we go. And goaltenders, what were Hutchinson's stats like? 11 and 5, 210, 930 save, 2 shutouts. Hey, he's what does he want? 1.125 for a backup goalie. Yeah, sure. We'll let Stalock walk, and we'll sign this Bruce kid to his entry level because he is a medium starter. Who knows? Maybe he turns into our backup goalie of the future. But there we go. That should be everybody signed. Hopefully. Hutchinson, Hjalmarsson, Panik, Panarin, Caro, Schmaltz, Athanasiou, alright. Forsling, Mott, Johnson, Sprong, Barter, Lalonde, Dvorak, Bruce. Okay, so everybody signed except for Athanasiou. And that's because I did not give him enough money considering the length that I added to his deal. So let's go ahead and redo that. I still want to lock him up long term. 5 years, that's what I did, right? I just closed my fucking calculator too. All right, so let's give him a bit more. So that's what let's do 2.275. Let's really break the bank for him. Really throw me over the edge here. I'm gonna be real upset if we get to the regular season and Thomas Vanek. All right, there we go. Vanek, whatchamacallit, like decreases to like an 83 or an 82. He's already an 86 and he's making 4.1. Oh, he's 35. Should I? I'm kind of torn on Thomas. I want to keep David Pastrnak because Pastrnak is, what is he, 23 years old? Pasternak's 23. Vanek's 35. He had a good season last year, but I think that Sprong is kind of taking his role on the second line, and I need somebody who's... See, he had 22 goals, though. Like, he's had... The 3 seasons he's been here, he's put up almost 30 goals, but he has been in a steady decline goal-scoring-wise. Shot percentage is down. Oh, that's probably because the shots are up. Because what I would do is I would buy him out. No, I could probably just trade him. Somebody would want Vanek. I could probably dish that. Because he's a quality player. I mean, he's an 86 overall. He's probably got decent trade value. But let's go ahead and send him to free agency. Let's see if there's a better second line. Because if I can throw Sprong on the third line, like let's say he hasn't progressed high enough, and if Sprong can play on the third line, he might have that breakout season that I need. I mean, not that I need. That well, no, I need. But that he needs to really push him over the hump. There are no snipers here. I was really kind of hoping we would find somebody. Adam Henrink wants $7.3 million. I mean, last time that I saw him in this, I traded for him and then traded him to the Rangers, who eventually won the Cup the same year. So he might be the missing piece for a team. Not my team. Zuccarello is a decent player, but he's not worth it. Jason Spezza is 36, sorry. Jakob Silverberg, I don't need a playmaker. Leo Komarov, Drew Stafford, Nick Cardell. Yeah, see, there's none of these guys. Are Benoit Pouliot? No. Timashov, he's actually not awful, but he's a playmaker. Decent shooting stats, but he's a playmaker. Kasperi Kapanen. What does Kapanen want? 2.6. He's an RFA, though. Nick Ritchie, power forward. Power forward, Nick Ritchie wouldn't be an awful someone to take a chance on. Sergei Kalinin. Carl Hagelin, no. Alexander Semin. No, he's 35. I want to take a chance on one of these RFAs, but what's Nick Ritchie's points look like? 35, 24, 13. He's probably playing fourth line minutes. Were those full seasons? Yeah, so he's probably playing fourth line minutes, or he was. Kapanen was probably not playing in the NHL. Well, he played 82 games. He had 19 points. Timashov again has not. He had 81 points. What do his numbers look like? His slap shot accuracy is dog shit, but I'm gonna throw him an offer. Do I have the... Oh, I don't have the necessary... What am I offering him? 2.7? What is that in compensation? Do I not have it? Alright, I traded it. I've traded everything away. Oy. I mean, I could try to sign Blake Wheeler. Blake Wheeler, throw him on the second line with... Ooh, that might be... How much does Blake Wheeler want? Like, do I have to break the bank to get Blake Wheeler? 5.8? That's it? Oh, I can't afford him, though. I can afford him if I trade Thomas Vanek. What's his point total look like? 64, 50, 56, 78. So his first year was his best year. His plus minus is good, though. I mean, he's almost been a 30-goal scorer. Blake Wheeler's a monster. If playing with the right people. He would not be playing on the first line, though. He would absolutely be playing on the second line with probably... obviously Nisimov, and I'd have to figure out who to pair him with. I'd probably put Sprung there. Essentially, Wheeler would replace Vanek. Let's go see the trade market for Thomas Vanek before I don't think I'm gonna make a trade this video. I think I'm gonna leave it up to the comments. No, I don't want to do that because I want the input, but I want to make another video today. And if I wait for comments, I won't be able to, because I'm going to bed shortly after I make the second video. Thomas Vanek. He's got decent trade value. Wait. Duncan Keith. How old is Duncan Keith? He's 35. So I've got one more year out of Duncan Keith. He's already started the dip. He's an 87 now. Alright. Note to self. Need a top 2 defenseman. Shit. That's okay. So let's see. Does anybody want Thomas Vanek? Columbus does. That wouldn't be bad. That puts him back in the East. Minnesota, LA. Don't want to trade him to either of them. And Washington. What does Washington want to give me? Can I get a second round pick? It'd be over the salary cap. Alright, can you give me... Oh, no, I can't do that because I need to dump salary. I can't bring salary back. Damn, this dude's got high trade value. Orlov, McNabb, I don't... Holy Connolly. Upset much? They still over the cap? They are. Alright, so let's try... Oh, the same for Columbus, man. Was Minnesota or LA cap issues? No, they're both suitable places to send them. Minnesota sucks, so let's send them back to Minnesota. Sorry to any Minnesota fans, but they're pretty bad in this game. It's just kind of how it goes. They don't age well, and they don't have enough youth to make up for it. I've already done a series with Minnesota if you're interested to see how they progress. It was not easy. Granted, I didn't make the best of moves, but that's gonna be too much, right? Yeah. Probably I could just get him. Medium top 6 forward, Marshall Randall. Can I do a second round pick in him for Thomas Vanek? Trade rejected. Oh, I'd have to give them something back. They'd probably want. They don't want draft picks. They only want NHL talent. I don't have any other NHL guys to give you. Because Shashnikov, I think, would be a good third line guy. They don't want Fromm. They don't want Dvorak. They don't want any of my younger guys. If I throw in a second, or not a second, I don't have a second. My third's not worth anything. All right, never mind. Do I want to do a draft pick? Because if I do a draft pick, I could then flip that for Kapanen. But if I get Kapanen, I don't need to sign Wheeler. Is there anything else you want to give me? Not really. Can I just give? Can you have your? Nope. That's not going to go through, right? Thomas Vanek for a first. There's no way this goes through. Yeah. Alright, so let's stick with the second. Let's see if we can get a... See if we can get a prospect here. That's not as good. Wow, look at Mike Riley. How much does he make? He makes 1.3. Give me Mike Riley. Do it up. Yeah! Now, I know that Mike Riley does not look very enticing, considering the frowny face. But that gave me a second round pick, right? Yeah, so if I want to, I could throw a deal at what's-his-face. Oh, no, I couldn't, because I have to save the cap space for what's-his-face, Wheeler. If I look at Mike Riley, where is he? Just go to defense, you idiot. So Mike Riley's an 83. He's not the happiest camper right now, but he's a medium top 6. He's a high top 6 defenseman. He's that bottom 6 guy. Honestly, he's a top 6 defenseman, so he can play on the third pairing with... fuck, I don't know who. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's main roster. Alright, so Tululo will be in the NHL this season. Was he in the NHL last season? No, he was. He played 18 games. So he'll pair with him, and there's our bottom 6. Or our third pair. Mike Riley. Nice. Alright, I'm digging that. Victor Bartley can sit in the AHL. We're at 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and throw Blake Wheeler an offer. and I will look for your feedback in the comments if I sign him. Tell me I'm dumb, I'm an idiot, it's a stupid deal. But I think if, like I said, if it works out and I'm able to get Wheeler here, 7 years, holy shit. I actually don't mind that because he's not going to get that long into his deal. I'll throw 6 at him, because he'll probably only be here for 4 of those years, and I might end up being shitty and trading him anyway. At a later date, of course. Come on. Give me that Blake Wheeler. Give me that Blake Wheeler. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so now we have first line Panarin, Taves, Kane. I'm not changing that at all. That's gonna be the first line for probably the entire GM mode. There's no sense in changing that. Now Blake Wheeler might get a bit upset because he's not gonna be a first line guy here. He's absolutely not gonna be a first line guy. But our second line, honestly, is probably going to be Anisimov, Wheeler. Is Pastrnak? I might put Pastrnak on the wing with Wheeler and Anisimov. And my third line will be Athanasiou, Sprong, and Teravainen. Because that's perfect. And then my fourth line will be Shashnikov, Hartman, and Schmaltz. Now, the only issue with that setup is I don't have a place for Alex DeBrincat, who ideally will be NHL ready this season, but he's still a minor scoring forward, so I'll have to wait and see how he progresses. But I'm going to go ahead and sim the rest of the offseason off camera because I know that's boring, and I'm going to call this a video right here. If you enjoyed the video, as always, please leave a like, as it is the best way to share the channel around and get the momentum going for NHL 18. Also, give me feedback in the comments on both on Blake Wheeler, the Thomas Vanek trade, and my mic quality. Let me know if it's any different, if I should go back to what I was doing before. Interested to hear some feedback, even if it's only the one guy that comments on every video. Love you for it, though. Absolutely love you for it. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the start of year 4.